Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a flanker of one of the greatest fragrances of the 1980s. So this fragrance here is Davidoff Cool Water Wave EDT Eau de Toilette Concentration, which came out in 2017. So this is the flanker of the original Davidoff Cool Water, which came out in 1988. This is classified as a woody aquatic fragrance. So there are many flankers off the original Davidoff Cool Water of 1988. And this one here is one of my favorites. So I'm going to take this out of the box and give it a quick spray on the back of my wrist. Here's the bottle. It's actually got a very decent sprayer. So initially you kind of get this very gorgeous grapefruit that's peppery and definitely fizzy. It kind of burns the nostrils. It's slightly fresh, but very appealing. As it starts to dry down, it definitely has an aftershave vibe, which some people say it feels synthetic. But to me, it's clean, it's slightly sweet, but it's definitely dominated by marine notes that do have somewhat of a synthetic feel. But the best part of this fragrance is actually the later dry down, which is very attractive. This is where it loses a lot of its synthetic vibe, but it becomes a little more woody, more aquatic, less marine-like. So that would be more aquatic, would be more fresh. Marine-like would be a little bit stronger, not like a seaweed, but it would be more salty. But this becomes a little bit fresher. So the late dry down lasts for maybe about an hour, but then it starts to fade. So the performance on this fragrance for the first hour or two is decent. There's a decent push, average scent wafts, average scent bubble. Then it starts to fade and becomes a definite skin scent. You're going to have to reapply or over-apply several times during the day. But again, this all depends on your body chemistry and how well you wear it, and your body heat and the temperature, the environment you're in. So performance-wise, in the sense of having to overspray, it's very inexpensive, this fragrance, so it's not that big of a deal because you can get this relatively cheap. And if it's a fragrance you like, it's still a very good value, even if you have to spray more often. As advertised, the top notes are various C notes, grapefruit, Szechuan pepper, juniper berries, birch leaf. The base notes are sandalwood and patchouli. So final thoughts on this fragrance. I think this is a very fine fragrance. I think it has great value, and it's kind of like an out of the shower fragrance. It's a fragrance where you just finished a workout and you go and shower up, and it's maybe early morning, or you just went for a workout on your lunch break, and you just want this rejuvenation. It's not going to last long, but it's going to give you a punch. It's going to give you a burst to get through the rest of your day. And that's what a lot of fragrances are. People always think of the fragrances as something you wear to attract people or to get attention. But a lot of times, the guys that I know that wear fragrances all the time, it's for themselves. And it's something that gives them a little bit of energy. It's like a memories in a bottle. It does things for them. It inspires them. It motivates them. It triggers emotions. And that's what really fragrances are all about. It's about memories in a bottle. So overall, I would say this is a solid fragrance. It's sexy in a mature way. So I would say men maybe mid-30s and up, or even early 30s and up, will want to wear this. Young guys, teens, early 20s, they probably won't find it that attractive because they may think it has some type of old man vibe, which can a lot of times be mistaken for the shaving cream vibe or barber shop or whatever like this. But I think a lot of women still like this. They could find this very, very attractive on a man, and this could be easily imprinted into people's minds. And when they smell something similar to this, they're going to think of you. And that's what fragrances are all about. Again, triggering the memories and triggering the mind. If you can get your hands on a sample, give it a try. If not, it's not going to break the bank. If you get a smaller bottle like this, 40, 45 ml, it should do the trick. to test it out. If you want to buy a bigger bottle, then you can do so at that time. And always remember, you don't have to buy the monster bottle. But I don't think like a sample is enough to justify wearing it, because it's really only enough for a day. So you got to buy at least a 40 ml or 30 ml so you can wear it for a week and then make an honest assessment if it's something you want to continue with. So be an intelligent buyer. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have on this fragrance, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.